That's not the idea.
Okay.
The idea is for me to finish and then you continue.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, Murtala Mohammed was there for 180 days. And he did so well. So if he did so well within 180 days, why couldn't somebody do what he should do in 4 years and leave the stage for another person to come? And again, don't forget that all the conflicts, all the homicidal conflicts plaguing our body politic today derive from the fact that people are contesting for positions. I want to be there. It is I who should be there. When are you going to go? When you say I have to be there, you shouldn't contest again. I'm the person to contest. I'm doing all ridiculous things to kill themselves, do all sorts and conditions of things that can injure the opponents and so on. It's all because of this. If people don't perform well and they want to be there, and they come in again, and they think it is their right to be there for 8 years, when the Constitution does not say there is a right, why don't we just make it single and make it just 4 years? Whatever you can do within 4 years, we know you have done it, and allow another person to come in and consolidate. Since government is a continuum.
Let me ask you a simple question, then you can continue.
Yes.
You're talking about the problems associated with elections,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Whereby politicians will kill themselves and do all that, all manner of things.
Yes.
What is the guarantee that single tenure will cure that? Don't forget.
No.
I'm coming.
Yes.
It's a question.
Yes.
What is the guarantee a single tenure will cure that?
No.
Don't forget.
If you ask me that question, let me answer.
Don't forget.
Straight away, so that
as an adult,
yes,
don't forget that for every politician, he will want to plant a stooge or a successor of his own ilk.
Yes.
And he will exhibit the same or even greater amount of brigandage,
yes,
in order to plant his own person,
yes,
who at some time or the other will cover his tracks.
Okay.
And that has played out in so many other states.
That
okay.
Yes.
Right?
Don't you know that that's one of the plagues of the politics in Nigeria today, planting stooges in order to continue? I mean, when you say two terms is a must or is very good, now you should also say that continuance in office, even after 8 years, through the agency of the stooge or stooges, is also good.
No.
I mean, you see, finish what you have to do within a specific period, go away, let some other person come and continue from there, consolidate what you've achieved, since government is a continuum. Because you see, once we think of this 8 years, and every governor or president thinks he has the right to be there for 8 years, which is not true.
I'm afraid we'll have to go on break.
The electoral system will
take
control of that.
All right, we'll have to go on break now. But just before we go on break, this is coming from Dr. Osezua Ehiamen from FPA. Didn't say exactly whether he says, I strongly support single tenure. My reasons are not far-fetched. Any aspiring leader should have a credible program. Nigeria's democracy is not ripe enough. Take, for example, what happened in Anambra State. Single tenure will give a better leadership. Single tenure will reduce high level of corruption, and the single tenure will provide a free and fair election. But he didn't state where he's writing from. Dr. Osezua Ehiamen. We'll take a quick break and we'll continue shortly. Don't go away. Welcome back. We have a lot of tweets coming in. Michael Ludam says, today we're having a discussion and both parties appear to be on the same page. I hope you know that they are not on the same page right now. Freddie Esenwa Jr. says, a single tenure should be ideal for us to cure the do-or-die syndrome in our society. His Grace Toba says, single or double is not the issue. We need good governance and we should punish criminality. Very important. We lack that in Nigeria. That's from His Grace Toba Ash. Okay, we're back to our discussion. Gentlemen, before we went on break, we were talking about the right to be elected after serving, and then should it be perpetuated through, as we say, the stooges. But the question now, which you brought up earlier, is about the question of the process that leads to this. And should this single tenure, if at all we're going after a single tenure, will it apply only to the president and governors, or should it extend to all in public office, all in elected offices?
Well, if I have to take that,
okay.
I'll ask that we limit that to executive offices. Legislative office requires experience. in advanced democracies, you see legislators that have been in the chambers for upward of 4 or 5 terms, because each time they acquire experience and knowledge.
But they are not full-time legislators.
No, but that is the issue. Those are the things that should bother our National Assembly. The issue of whether we have to have monocameral or bicameral legislation or legislative chambers, or whether the allowance of the legislators, whether they have to be full-time or part-time. We expected them to agitate their minds on issues like this, and not on this issue of tenure, because the issue of tenure is not our problem as we speak. Instead, what is our problem is the process by which people get to power. That process, if that process is not got right, whatever model you operate will have problems, because single tenure will create laziness. It will create despondency. It will create massive corruption and discourage performance in office. That is the problem with single tenure. I mean, you are there, there's nothing you are looking up to. But when you know that if you have done well in your first term, which people gave you a mandate based on hope and expectation, then your performance after the first term will earn you a second term. And then you see some level of governance. And people will now begin to think of the good of the society as against when it is a single tenure. You are in there. If the officer is a looter of the treasury, he loots the treasury dry, knowing that he is not looking up to any more thing in that office. Okay. So that is my point.
Okay, you see, I will look at it like my own. I look at what my colleague has just said from a completely different angle of vision. Now, a single term will make any occupant of that position, of any executive position, to sit up. He knows he has only 4 years certain to spend in office. So if he wants to leave a good or bad name, he knows what to do. If he wants to loaf around, if he wants to be lazy, then the decision is his own. Because he knows he has only 4 years. And during the 4 years, he has to do what he has to do. And if he knows that he's going away in the next 4 years, he will not perpetrate atrocities like they perpetrate today, such atrocities that cry havoc to high heaven, because they know that when we come back again, we will now paper over cracks all those atrocities that we perpetrated in the 4 years. No other person is coming. We are coming back again anyway. So we still have 4 more years to cover up what we did. When they are going away, even after 8 years, like I said, they leave stooges behind. But if it is just 4 years, they will know that we cannot cover up anything that we have done. We are living in 4 years anyway, and they will sit up and work if they want to leave a good name. That's as far as I'm concerned. But this thing we're saying is